What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're reviewing Blade Runner 2049. Is that the year 2049? I'm not 100% sure. Blade Runner 2049, right? Mm-hmm. So we watched it, and Blade Runner takes place a long time after the original. Original came out in the 80s, and I feel like the tone really has the same tone as the 80s movie, and it starts with they find some kind of body buried under this tree that's from a replicant, and it's a little bit different than the rest of the replicants that had ever existed. I'm not going to give too much away, guys. So Linda watched it with me. She didn't watch the first Blade Runner. I wanted to see, I did that on purpose actually, guys. I wanted to see if somebody that didn't watch the first one would get into the second one. Like if it was self-contained in a way. What happened? And we're going to talk about that in a little bit, okay? So before, you know what? Usually we go a little bit back and forth. Let me tell the viewers what I thought about this movie first.
Okay.
So that you can follow up with whatever you got to say.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, the visuals in this movie I thought were amazing. I thought it really picked up from where the first one left off. The same city, the same look, rainy, dark. It's just a beautiful movie to watch. If you love sci-fi, it's a beautiful movie to watch. And some of the concepts that they had in terms of the future, in terms of what technology is gonna be available in the future, such as like the Siri or like the Alexa, the artificial intelligence that they have, where he walks in to his house and you hear this voice and you think he's married. And you see this girl and you think she's real, but she's actually a hologram that's kind of like a Siri or an Alexa. And you could kind of see through her. And the way that did that was amazing. It blew my mind. I haven't seen anything done like that and done so well. That stuff like that, just so many little details that the director, Denis Villeneuve, that, by the way, directed Arrival, and in that movie there was a lot of great detail as well. So in this movie, a lot of great detail, a lot of good stuff. Now, I did have problems with this movie. Okay, it's not all fun and games. First of all, on Rotten Tomatoes, this movie right now has like 89% fresh, almost 90% fresh. I mean, the ratings are up there. You know, IMDb is almost like at 7 stars.
Okay.
So
you're gonna let me say something?
Yes. Hold on. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I promise you, I'm almost done. I'm just wrapping it up, guys. I'm just wrapping it up. So with all that said, right? Even though it has all these high ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, and people talk about this movie like it's perfect, I had some problems with this movie. First of all, the antagonist of this movie I did not feel was strong enough. Jared Leto, I mean, he shows up here and there. He showed up as much in this movie as he did in Suicide Squad, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. And there just wasn't a strong enough driving force in this movie for you to really get into it, for you to really care. I understood it was a mystery, but it lacked importance in the sense that, you know, it's supposed to be this war between the humans and the replicants. But I didn't get that sense of there was this war because you barely saw humans. I feel like everybody you saw was a replicant.
There was no war.
There was no war, and everybody's so like slow and walking so slow that it's just like no sense of urgency. So I was disappointed in that aspect of it. I thought Batista was going to be in the movie a little bit longer. I thought he was going to be the strong antagonist, working with Jared Leto's character from what I saw in the trailers. And that wasn't the case at all. And I think Batista's character was kind of like a wasted character that could have been really interesting to see those two go back and forth throughout the whole movie. But that wasn't the case. And it was, for me, it was a bit of a letdown. I expected something different. That's not what they advertised in the trailer. And that's it. So now it's time for Linda to unload. I know she has a lot to say.
No.
And she's been waiting kind of patiently.
All I have to say is that I fell asleep most of the movie. Okay?
That's true.
And I didn't fall asleep because I just wanted to fall asleep. I fell asleep because I just did not like this movie. This movie sucks. Okay? It was so
What about
slow. The main thing was just too slow. Confusing. It wasn't clear what the main story of it was. Like, what was really the Blade Runner doing or going for? I don't know. First of all, the movie is called Blade Runner. Ryan Gosling was like walking in the slow motion the whole movie. Okay? Whatever I got to see. Walking in slow motion. Everything was just so slow. And like the way that they talk and the way that they show these characters, it was just too much of just like, it was just not capturing my interest at all.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, because like, there's this war supposed to be going on between the humans and the replicants, but everything's so slow that there's no sense of urgency.
Exactly.
There's no urgency. Everybody's just like nonchalant, just walking, just trying to figure out what's going on. So you're really not buying into that supposed war that's supposed to be coming.
And I have to say is that this movie just like completely is just
disappointed,
wasting my time. I was upset to get out of the movie because I was like, we couldn't have seen American
Made, I think.
Made,
Tom Cruise.
With Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that one. That's the movie I could have gone see, not Blade Runner. Blade Runner sucks. So don't go see it. It's not good. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is talking about, but that movie sucks. That's all I have to say.
That's a handful. That's a lot to say right there. All I gotta say is that I did read, I was kind of like reading the different reviews, and one person online said, well, this is a slow-paced movie. If people don't like it, because they have a short attention spans of a 5-year-old. And I was like, you know what? That's not true. Because there's plenty of slow-paced movies that I enjoyed, such as Arrival, by the same director. That was a slow-paced movie, but it was really interesting. It really kept your interest. And with Blade Runner, I just didn't feel like it had that same effect, and it was unnecessarily slow.
Yes.
This is Blade Runner, and I feel like what you were trying to say is that, the title of this movie doesn't match the movie.
At all.
And that's what happened with the first Blade Runner back in the 80s, is that when people went to see it, they expected something else, and it didn't catch on right away. Because it doesn't feel like it's Blade Runner, it feels like it's Blade walking. Blade walking
it's slow motion walking.
Blade walking really slow. Anyway, guys, I know we're being really harsh in this movie. That's our review.
And first of all, and it's no secret, I like Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Okay, and even if I was not interested in the movie, but just I would stay away just to like see him in the action.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just not into it at all. Even him, it was just like so like blah.
Right. Okay.
So.
Fair enough. I know we're going to get a lot of dislikes on this video. I feel it. I could sense it. But that's what we think about the movie. That's our review. We're not going to go with Rotten Tomatoes, or we're not going to go with what everybody says. That's our opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's it for today, guys. If you like this video, leave us a comment. And please press the subscribe button. Do you disagree with us? Leave a comment. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.